Good morning, Pokefans. Welcome back to a brand new video. My name is Matt, and we're going to continue our seasonal rank climb using a team that we built from scratch. So we're going to get started with our 6 battles of today. However, kind of want to give you guys an update of why I've been gone since the 19th of September. The short end of it is that we had renovations or painters coming in and out of our place to give a new coat of paint. We've been here at this townhouse for almost 8 years. It's kind of needed a fixer-upper. So obviously we had to move a lot of stuff around from the front yard, the backyard, and the porch and the deck, as well as anything that was up against the fence. Fine and dandy. We still are waiting for their final touches, but that might wait a little bit longer than expected because the weather, wow, has considerably changed. So what was 70+ degree weather, nice, sunny, barely any clouds, transformed into a high of 63 and cloudy and raining all the time, which is my preferred weather if I had to be honest. So there's that. Got sick at work because I ate something I shouldn't have. 2 days of not eating food, being afraid, worrying about like throwing up every couple of like minutes and stuff like that. So I just didn't do anything. I got really tired when I got home, almost changed my sleep schedule altogether, and now I'm feeling a lot better. So yay. And then this past weekend on Sunday was my birthday. Quick update for the future though, because I know I'm trying not to take your guys' time. We're here for battles, the team, and all that kind of fun stuff, shenanigans. And we're also going to be competing in a tournament. It's going to be a live tournament. It's the Terastallized tournament. I'll get into that in just a little bit. Things are picking up at work. So the idea was to record 2 videos a day to have everything done. Since we're going to be ramping up and almost be required to stay till 1 again, we're going to start posting every single day. Yeah, so videos are going to be kind of coming in slower, but it's only because of the fact that we're going to be ramping up work, causing us to work a lot of overtime, which means stuff is going to be pushed back. We're going to be dialing down on, instead of recording 2 videos a day, we're going to be doing the 1 and just make sure that we are posting content. There's that. If I miss a day, then I miss a day, but the idea is to post 7 days a week. Next up is the team. We are not focused specifically on anyone in particular. Let me go ahead and explain that. So before, I was posting videos about different type of Pokemon that I thought would work really well. We did Jirachi, and that wasn't great. We did Achurant, and before I got the notice, I was going to try out a brand new set with Peturant for like the last bit of September or just before my birthday, like that last week. Found out that that happened, so I wasn't able to really post anything, nor was I able to try out anything in particular. This set essentially was going to have the 252 set with the speed maxed out with Peturant, and then have Malignant Chain there, Shadow Ball, Pardon Shot, and something else. It was X at that point. And the item was going to be the Choice Scarf. And with Scarf, we were going to be able to do damage against the targets by using parting shots to get it out immediately, because it outsped everything outside of Tailwind. And obviously I love using Tailwind. So it wouldn't be able to be outsped by anything specifically, but I wanted to just parting shot turn 1, swap out, go back into another Pokemon. This could be like Ogerpon or Raging Bolt or even Urshifu, just to kind of take a hit. Zamo was going to be the premier target. If not, I was going to build a brand new team to be able to handle everything I was going to do. Pokemon like Incineroar was picked. I don't see him in here. I probably reset his stats, or I'm just blind. Another Pokemon I grabbed was Rillaboom. Woo, it's pouring. Rillaboom was going to be in it. So I was going to build like an authentic bulky team that can actually take a hit or 2, just so that I can actually try out like some of these builds that I've been wanting to try. And that's what I'm going to start slowly turning into my team into for season 36 and probably the next regulation, depending on what the rule set is, right? Obviously in physical tournaments, we're using regulation H, and currently in ranked battles, we are using regulation J. And the tournaments that I currently have associated with, you guys saw that a little bit with the team. The only tournament that I'm currently enrolled in is the Terrestrial Crescendo. I was trying to get into the Grand Challenge 2, and when I went to log in to get into both of these comps, I wasn't able to get into Grand Challenge. I'm not sure why. Maybe it filled up. I just couldn't get in it. It's like even today, It still says I have the ability to sign up at the time of this recording, but it still won't let me. So I'm competing in this one. Then when we are able to do it, starts, what is it? A competition here is Friday. So next weekend, not this weekend, but next weekend, I'll be able to compete. And what we're trying to do is battle with all the Pokemon, but the rewards, I only want one. It's that Master Ball, baby. That's what I want. We only need to do one battle. I don't really plan on doing well in this tournament. We needed to have Koraidon or Miraidon in the team regardless. And that's why you see that other team listed there. When we go back, this lockbox, these are all Pokemon that I can use currently, and I was just like, you know what, I'm just gonna pick these 6. I only need to do one battle regardless, win or lose. I'm just gonna do this. So it's just one battle. If you guys want me to do more than one, just let me know in the comments. Otherwise, I'm just planning on doing the one, grab my Master Ball, and call it good when the tournament is over, because free Master Balls. So the team that we're gonna be working with is gonna be kind of a cookie cutter one. We're gonna use Whimsicott, Zama, Calyrex, Shadow Rider, Ogerpon, Raging Bolt, and Urshifu. We're going to be swapping out quite a bit of these Pokemon depending on how we see it in the ladder. I did mention in last season for season 34 that we would be competing to try to hit number 1. I don't think that we're still going to do that, but I just want to gauge what people are doing for sets. Creating usable sets that have bulk behind it is something that I want to invest in and actually try to experiment in next. But I wanted to create a timeline of what we could do to learn. So we are going to try to do our best to climb the rank ladder and get as much battles as we can in, but we're not going to focus on anything specific. No restricted Pokemon like Darkrai, no Arceus, no Giratina. If we want to do something specific, we will do it at that point in time. I still want to try out Weather with Rayquaza and see which one would be good for that set. But as of right now, we're just going to play, we're just going to have fun, and we're going to see what everyone's building with, because it's going to be different from what we all see in actual official tournaments and what we're seeing on the ladder today. Oh, I know that was a lot. My apologies for throwing that all in your guys' faces, but now we're going to get into our battles and we'll see how we do. So wish me luck, because I'm definitely going to need it. Ooh, okay. So with our match for today, we got Miraidon, Lunala, Volcarona, Landorus, Incarnate, Urshifu. We're not sure which one in Cornerstone, Ogerpon. Quite the pickings here. I think the best course of action I have is to kind of do with the Ogerpon Whimsicott. I want to save Calyrex for the very end if possible. I kind of want to bring the Urshifu. Urshifu might be a good one here, because I don't think they're going to go Trick Room. Trick Room does sound interesting for their team. I don't think that's going to be it. Zama for sure, because we're going to need to bring one or both. And that's primarily why we're not doing a mythical, because I realize that mythicals, even though they've got overpowered stats, don't always have good movesets. I learned that specifically from Jirachi, and I learned that from Insurance. There's other mythicals I have access to. I have access to Deoxys. I have access to Keldeo. While I'm not going to use Deoxys, I'm afraid of where he came from. And like, I'm just gonna say it, I had a little Game Shark thing for Platinum, and that's where he came from. I don't know if he's actually usable in the ladder, and I'm not gonna risk it. But I have Keldeo that I got from Sword and Shield. I also got him, I think he's in Legends Arceus, but yeah. Anyway, Landorus and Lunala versus Whimsicott and Ogerpon. Interesting. We could, I think, going this way is best. Popping the shield and just doing a ton of damage against Lunala is going to be what I want to do. I don't want to set up Tailwind in case if they do Trick Room, because I think Lunala is going to be able to survive both hits. So I'm just kind of setting up. Now, Sandsear Storm or anything poison related could hit me, but I just wanted to set up this way. Okay. It outspeeding both the Pokemon is actually kind of fun. Blast. Pops the shield. Touch Bomb. Goes in the Whimsicott. That's super effective. Okay, so I kind of expected that to happen. But Icy Wind out of Lunala is pretty interesting. I do like that. I cudgel. Into Lunala. Yep, that's KO. All right, cool. So interesting. I could come in with Calyrex, and Calyrex is going to be able to outspeed a lot of different people. He is spec'd. Or I can come in with Zama. I think Calyrex for the switch in is better because I outspeed generally, and I can swap Ogerpon out for my Pokemon. Okay. I swap Zama out immediately because Calyrex is super affected otherwise. And I'm just going to Horn Leech Urshifu. I don't know if it's sashed, and I kind of need to be able to heal after being hit by whatever Landorus is going to do. Earth Power, that's probably going to get KO. Yep. Maybe protecting there would have done something, but it wasn't like I was going to be able to do anything anyway. Wicked Blow. Auto crit, but it's not going to do that much damage. Calyrex, come on out. Okay. I'm gonna body press Urshifu, and I'm just gonna go ahead and Astral Barrage and hit both. Okay. That is the sash target. I should be able to live against Earth Power. Oh no, I took damage, never mind. No, absolutely. Okay, so obviously not setting up Tailwind was the downfall there, but it wasn't like I was gonna have anything to combat that. No, there was. Absolutely was. I'm overthinking that. That's 100, like, Tailwind turn 1 would have been the play. I would have lost Whimsicott anyway, which would have given me access to either one of my Pokemon, but them having Sucker Punch to take care of Calyrex kind of ruined it for me. And I think about changing Calyrex's Terra from Ghost to Dark. That way I don't have to worry about that. Okay, we have Arceus, Calyrex, Rillaboom, Incineroar, Grimmsnarl, and Cornerstone Ogerpon. So this is kind of like what I was talking about before with Venturant when creating that sublet like switch in option. It had Rillaboom, it had Incineroar, not necessarily Grimmsnarl and not anyone else, but it had those two specifically. So I'm kind of interested to see how this one is going to go. I don't know what Arceus set is. It looks like a dark type. Not sure, but I do need to be able to outspeed. So we're going to go ahead and bring in Whimsicott. And I mean, bringing in our own Calyrex might be like the best bet, but I do become super affected against their Calyrex and everything else. So I'm going to bring in, I could bring in Zama. Actually, Zama turn 1 sounds hot. Let's do that. I don't know why I just I don't know why I said that. We'll bring in that. We'll do Whimsy, Zama turn 1. That'll be our starters, and then we'll have Calyrex and Ogerpon in the back. That way we have options to swap, and we do not have to worry about being hit specifically by Intimidate. We don't have to worry about that at all. Can't read those. Incineroar and Shiny Arceus. Let's go. That might be the dark form, could be the normal form. I'm not sure. We're gonna find out. And find out we shall. It's the normal form. Okay, dope. We're gonna go ahead and Tailwind, and I'm just gonna go ahead and body press right into Arceus because I need to get that down as soon as possible. Now, Fake Out's gonna go into our Pokemon, obviously, probably Zama. You wouldn't want to use it against Whimsy. I mean, it's good. No Fake Out. None. So Will-O-Wisp. Press. Okay. I mean, he's still tanky. Power. Both defenses. Okay. Okay. Taunt. stop Whimsy from doing its shenanigans. Let's go ahead and Moonblast. And I'm gonna Body Press. I'm gonna Body Press the Incineroar because, I mean, Arceus already has a +1. I'm not gonna get the KO there. And I don't really need it, but I need to just put pressure on the Incineroar now. Withdrew. Okay. It's totally fine. If this Calyrex is not beat. It's not. It's Rillaboom. Let's go. This is just to heal the Arceus. I think everything's built on this Arceus right now. There's the Terra. Is it Terra Normal? Terra Normal? Fire? Fire? Fairy. Okay. Okay. It's not bad. Don't get me wrong. It's not bad. Moonblast. Pop. It's not going to do as much. Body Press. Over on the Rillaboom. That's still... Recover. It's going to get all that HP back. About half. And it's going to get up just a little bit more. Okay. And... Ink. I'm gonna double into Arceus. Fake out. Okay, I'm okay with that. That's a little bit of damage. I'm not gonna Terra. Moonblast. It does a little bit of damage. Zama Flinch cannot move. Cosmic Power. It's gonna freeze up its defenses again. Okay. So it knows Cosmic Power. Recover. Is Terra Fairy. How long am I? I'm taunted for one more turn. I have Tailwind for one more turn. I'm just going to take down Rillaboom. I think that's what I'm going to do. Right now, okay. This is probably Incineroar, which is going to be really, really bad. It is, in fact, Incineroar. Which Intimidate does nothing against Body Press. So pop. And this is gonna proc whatever else is. There it goes. Rocky Helmet, gotcha. Okay. Arceus, my man, what you gonna do? Are you a store power set? Is that what's going on here? Are you literally store power? Taunt. Okay. I'm on out Rillaboom. It's Moonblast. I can't. Not yet. Body press into the Rillaboom. Fake out into Whimsicott. I mean, I have one of these. Body press. Does not take down the Rillaboom. Gets really, really close. It is stored power. It does not take down the Whimsicott. Are you serious? You're stored power Arceus? I mean, don't get me wrong. It is a really good strat. You can use it this way. It's absolutely a good strat. I'm gonna protect and do I mean Arceus has recover, so it's not really gonna take that much. I'm just gonna focus on Rillaboom right now. Protect here. The stored power didn't do that much. Parachute Glide, yep. Okay. Stop the priority. Body press. Down goes Rillaboom. +4. Don't get me wrong. Arceus being this strong is actually really, really bad for me. It's absolutely terrible. But now Rillaboom's gone. It can no longer heal. And I'm going to be able to hit this thing like a truck soon. Calyrex comes in last. Okay. So how this is going to end, unless it has extreme speed right now. I'm going to do this and crunch the Calyrex, which should get the double KO here. Unless it's Sash. It's a Tailwind because I need to go faster. Sash or Scarf. Oh, it's just bulky. All right, drop its defense. Let's go. Astral Barrage. That's a considerable amount. It is going to get a +1. It absolutely is going to get a +1. Okay. Body press. That, that absolutely killed it. Okay, good. Good. Okay, we're gonna swap in Calyrex and Ogerpon. Body press, recover, store power. Store power. Oh, okay. Arceus has recover, cosmic power, store power, and body press. Not bad. Not bad at all. I am gonna hit both just like so. A +1, which is not going to do a whole lot against a +4, but it should be enough because it can't do 2 target moves. It has to do a single target move. And right now, Calyrex is going to hit both, which is going to... Okay. There, Calyrex protects, which is totally fine. I'm hitting this Arceus, though. It's got +4 in special defense, so it is going to be really, really hard to take down. But I'm hoping... Oh, that's a... Okay, never mind. That's a crit. That's a crit. I got lucky. I lucked out. I lucked out so hard. I lucked out so hard. Oh, I was hoping one of those moves needed to be a crit for this plan to work, and I'm so glad that Calyrex is the one that got it. Bro, let's go. Okay, game's over. Oh, damn, one clutch here. Yeah, it's like they can go for the double and maybe a triple protect to get Tailwind out, but it's just a speed tie between both Calyrexes at that point. So it is what it is. It's really, really hard to come back from, but oh boy. Oh boy. Oh, no. Oh no. So we have Arceus, Calyrex, and the Shadow Rider, Muck, Smeargle, Flamigo, and Rillaboom. Okay. So this is gonna be really, really fun. I really, really do like the bulky Calyrexes. They're not they're surviving Zamas, which means they're giving out more defense investments, probably a lot more HP investments. I think it's been so long since I've seen that Cal, so I'll have to look at it when I'm done recording. For our match though, we need to do Whimsicott, Urshifu for sure. Calyrex. Should I do Calyrex? I mean, Flamigo may have Scrappy. If it has Scrappy, it's gonna hit Calyrex anyway. Yeah, because there's not a whole lot. I don't have Sacred Sword on the team anymore, so losing Qian Pao with that ability kind of sucks. And I don't think Urshifu gets that move. More information about ZA is coming out, which is dope. I'm probably gonna buy it, but I don't know what the benefit is for me to do that. I'm getting it for the Switch 1, not Switch 2. Right now, I'm seeing nothing like telling me to get the Switch 2. All right, Smeargle and Muck. Okay. I'm okay with this. Let's Helping Hand the Urshifu and just Surging Strikes right into that Smeargle. Oh crap, it has Fake Out, whatever. Whatever. I don't think there's a whole lot that I could do to stop Smeargle anyway. Muck's gonna minimize, and then it's just gonna have all of its stats doubled. I was gonna say, no fake out? No, helping hand goes first. Yeah, okay. Cover cloak minimize on the Muck. Check Rose sharply. Okay. Let's protect, and I'm just gonna I'm gonna go straight into that. To little man over there. Yeah, of course it's gonna follow me. Absolutely. I'm preventing Muck from doing a whole lot of shenanigans, but it's just gonna minimize again, and it's gonna have the immunity boost. But I have to Surgeon Strikes into Smeargle, because otherwise it has Sash. That's its usual item. So the only way that I can prevent that ability from being transferred is to literally carry over Muck. And not Muck, but Weezing, and I don't have him on my team. So it is what it is. Minimize again. Very sharply. Defense Rose. Special defense Bell. Now, open up this way. I can let Muck do its thing because it's not necessarily strong, especially when I bring out Zama. I might not be able to hit it, but it's not gonna be able to hit me either, because I think it's like fairy poison, if not fairy dark, and it's not gonna do a whole lot. But let me go. Okay, White Herb kicks in. Okay. Faster than... You know what? Let's try it. And I'll protect on Urshifu. I kind of want to see if it's faster. They're gonna Terrasilize. Is it gonna go to Flamigo? Nope, it's to Muck. Okay. To Water. Okay. Alright. Protect. Because Brave Bird out of Flamigo is actually really, really bad. And Blast hits Flamigo. That's a one-shot. It gets taken down. Co-Star just did nothing. +4 to evasion, though? That's huge. Now, that's what they should have done. Does Urshifu's move miss at all? Does it have an accuracy check? That's what I would like to know. Like right now. Calyrex is next. Okay, so it's gonna be taken down now. Always lands a critical hit. So it doesn't say that it misses. That's fine. Tailwind, so I outspeed the Calyrex now. And I'm gonna go straight into its face with Terra Water, Surging Strikes with the Mystic Water, which may... Nope, okay. I was gonna say, it may survive, but no, it's not. That's too much. So now it's just Muck with +6 evasion. Terra Water. And that's it. That's the only Pokemon. Oh, Poison. Oh, you're donezo. If that's everything that you've got, you're donezo. Because now I will literally swap the Whimsicott. I don't need it out to do what I need to do. Moody, special attack, special defense, swap, Zama, and my taunt. Taunt's gonna miss. At least I think it will. At least I think it will. Taunt has a 100% accuracy. So, I mean, it's a good chance it will miss. Zama, come on out. Have some fun. Oh, look. It didn't miss. Taunt. Okay, knock off. That's fine. Now, that's not going to do anything to Urshifu for the rest of the game. He's going to go down for poison. Okay, attack rose. Special defense fell. That's okay. Let's see if these hit now. He's not going to be... Is not... Well, I mean, the attack raising is pretty bad, obviously. That is pretty bad. +2 means that he's going to be doing more than a +1 defense boost. Close combat misses. Okay. Body press also misses. Knock off. It's more damage. First Pokemon down. +2 to attack. -1 special attack. Let's bring out Whimsicott again. And we will just do this. Ba, 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 ba. Now, Muck can't heal itself. Oh, Moonblast. Fuck. That's a lot. Body press is gonna miss. Are you Black Sludge? Knock off. Not very effective. You're not doing anything. You are... Leftovers. Okay. So far, Whimsicott is ignoring all of the stuff. Moody, special attack, go up twice, attack fell. Okay, and we'll just continue on doing this. Moonblast, man, it's just literally hitting. And body press does kill. Game, set, match. Oh. Now, if they had just a little bit more support for the Muck, like, I don't know how. I'm very grateful. Just going to set this out there now. I'm very grateful that Whimsicott hasn't missed a single Moonblast the entire game. That's so dope. That is awesome. Well, yeah, I think it did miss one. I don't know. But it hit the moves when it hit and it counted. So I'll take it. I'll absolutely take it. Just because we get the rank up. That bar's looking pretty good. Ooh, okay. We've got Kyogre, Mousehold, Zacian, Roaring Moon, Urshifu, and Rillaboom. This is gonna be really, really fun. I don't really know what the thing is going to be, but we'll bring out Whimsicott and Ogerpon. I think that's going to be the best action for us. Now, they do have quite a bit of Pokemon that's going to be able to take Calyrex's attacks pretty easily. So I don't think Calyrex is going to be good for us in this fight. Like, even if I were to think differently, right, it would be great to swap into, like, in front of Rillaboom in case a, like, Fake Out comes in. But I don't think that's going to be what I have to worry about first and foremost. Urshifu is not also a good one in this fight either. So I'm really kind of tempting with Raging Bolt and Zama, but I don't think that's a good option either. It's not faster than anyone particular on this field. But I do need another Pokemon for Kyogre. So I think Raging Bolt and Zama is going to be fine. I think they will absolutely be fine. The other thing I was worried about is whether or not that Mousehold was going to be able to survive. And I'm locked into Astral Barrage, which means I do nothing to Mousehold. Which is not what I want. I will have to go against Zacian and Kyogre at the same time, though, with the Pokemon that I do have. So we're gonna see how this turns out. Might be good, might be bad. It's Kyogre Mousehold. Okay. Okay, Kyogre Mousehold. Follow Me, Super Fang can also be a thing. Is that a family of 3? I can't see. I can't. Nope, it's not a family of 3. It's a family of 4. Okay. Super Fang can also drop. I need to outspeed. That's for sure. And I think I'm going to Spiky Shield turn 1. Because I can take down Kyogre. Just to follow me. Okay. I can take down Kyogre. It's the follow me setup with the friend guard. That's what I'm worried about the most. Owie. Zama would be perfect here. Not Zama. Actually, Zama. 100%. Zama would be perfect here. So, body press. And swap to Raging Bolt. We can take a hit. I've got the Assault Vest, so we can take a hit from this Kyogre. We can absolutely take a hit. Once Mousehold's gone, we'll have an easier time. Comes a Terra. This is probably Mousehold. It is. Probably Ghost. It also is. Goody, 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 gumdrops. Follow me. Okay. So we did have to pivot a little bit, but we'll be able to counteract next turn. Water Spout. Okay. Wide Guard and Snarl. We should be able to outspeed Kyogre now because we have Tailwind. Okay. Wide Guard goes up. Fate. Okay, does that break Wide Guard? Snarl. It did nothing to Kyogre. That broke Wide Guard. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So this is how we're going to deal with this problem. Grasslize, Horn Leech, go right into Kyogre. And I'm going to Snarl again because I do outspeed Kyogre. I'm going to lower down its special attack again. This should be enough to lower down the damage. But that was interesting. Super interesting. Now, Raging Bolt did dodge the Origin Pulse last turn, which is really good. But we're probably, most likely, we're going to lose this match. It's taken me 2.5 Pokemon, realistically, to deal with this Kyogre right off the bat, all because of Mousehold. Now, that is a bulky Pokemon in itself, and I do have a Mousehold with Friend Guard that has Faint and Follow Me, and I haven't seen anything else. We're going to do this, Body Aspect. There's the Follow Me. Okay. Horn Leech. Gonna KO the Mousehold. Take a little bit of damage from Rocky Helmet. And he gets knocked out. Snarl. It misses the Kyogre. Origin Pulse. Misses Ogerpon. It's not doing anything to Raging Bolt. Not a thing to Raging Bolt. So it's not Scarfed, it's not Spect. From what I can tell, it is not. Hit you. I'm gonna Thunderclap the Zacian. Withdrew, okay. All getting ready to change for the weather. Okay. Raging or Roaring Moon with the Photosynthesis. It's gonna get the speed boost and the clap. Clap hits the Zacian. A lot of damage. Very rough. Gonna be enough to take down Raging Bolt. He did survive 2 turns, so I'm okay with this outcome. Although what happens now is not great. It's absolutely not great. I might be getting fully healed, but that doesn't matter. I'm gonna protect here to do a little bit of damage to the Bolt. Yeah, it took me way too many Pokemon just to kind of deal with Kyogre, but obviously not dealing with Mousehold was the first mistake. I should have crunched, obviously, but I didn't. I didn't think that it was going to be like that Terra target, but they definitely guessed it 100%. I guess it doesn't really matter. Stomping Tantrum. That's fine. But I mean, that's still a lot. That's still a lot. Acrobatics on that Pokemon is still a lot, especially after getting the boost of not holding an item. So not bad. But definitely not having a counter for Mousehold and effectively using up too many resources just to deal with that Pokemon first pretty much killed my momentum of realistically getting better against that team. So that's good to know. It's like, okay, what could I have done differently? Maybe started off with Urshifu first of all. Instead of Ogerpon, do Urshifu. That would have made it so I can withstand quite a bit, actually. Okay, ooh, interesting. We've got Tornadus, Scrafty, I can't think of his name, Gyarados, Shadow Rider, and Zamazenta. I can't think of that Pokemon's name. It's the Fire Dragon Entei Pokemon. I can't, for some reason I'm drawing a blank. It's Roaring, no, it's like Raging something, I don't know. I forgot. It's not realistically used a lot anymore. So while it's really interesting to see now, it's not a Pokemon I tend to see a lot anyway. So do with that as you will. We're gonna bring in Whimsicott, and I think Raging Bolt would be like a good choice because I can also bring in Calyrex. Ooh, actually, Calyrex might be fire. Calyrex might be fire. I would have to swap him out as soon as Zama came out though, but that could be what we do. Yeah, let's do that, and we'll have Ogerpon and Zama in the back. So we'll start with our fast Trick Room team to just do as much damage as we possibly can right off the bat, and then we'll go from there. We'll have shenanigans in the back, so that way we can kind of deal with that as we need to. It's Gyarados and Tornadus. This is Whimsicott and Calyrex. Now Intimidate. It's gonna go off. Unnerve, no berries for you. Intimidate, yeah, that's. Nope, I don't have to worry about it. Yep, nope, nope, okay. I need to go fast, so Vroom, and then just gonna go ahead and Astral Barrage this turn 1 because it's not like Tornadus can do anything. Okay, the Terra, this is gonna go to Tornadus. Nope, Gyarados, okay. Ground, what, why? What are you cooking? What are you cooking? What am I not seeing here? Tailwind, I need to go fast. Are you also gonna do Tailwind? No, you're gonna do something else. Okay, Icy Wind probably. Bah. Okay. Big Wind Storm misses Whimsicott. Hits the Calyrex. That's a decent amount. 60 damage. Earthquake. Earthquake? You know Earthquake? Bruh. Oh, Calyrex goes in. Okay, that's fine. I mean, yeah, it sucks that he went down, but it's just like, I mean, I try not to do everything in a musical tone. I just can't help myself. Yeah, we're just gonna Horn Leech the crap out of you. We're just gonna remove it. Tailwind, okay, that's fine. I still outspeed though, so I don't have to worry about that. At least I think I do. Yep, Moonblast, bop, down goes Tornadus. And do I outspeed Gyarados? I do! Bop. Thank you. Thank you, have a great time. Have an excellent time. Okay, so who's your last two Pokemon? It's Calyrex. It's Zamazenta. Ooh, shiny Zamazenta. Let's go. Let's go. I like shinies. Shinies is pretty dope. Question is, do I outspeed Zama? Because right now I definitely do outspeed, and I have Tailwind for 2 more turns. And so do they. I know that I will survive. So let's go ahead and get started off with this to KO this Calyrex. Turn 1. Now it is a 90% chance, depending if they go for the bulkier build. But a lot of times I do win the numbers game here. Let's see what happens. Protect here, because I need it. Astral Barrage. Ogerpon survives. Because that's generally what happens. Ivy Cudgel. Hits Calyrex. That's a Sash, okay. And that's why I needed to know. Body Press. KO's Ogerpon. That's 100% why I needed to know that. Absolutely, for sure. Okay. Zama can come on out now. Okay. Calyrex, what are you gonna do? See, this is where you're gonna be put into a really rough spot, because if I guess correctly and you don't protect here, I will take you down. I'm just gonna set it up if in fact that's the case. I'm gonna wide guard, thinking you're gonna click Astral Barrage, even though I know that you're sashed. You did. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Moonblast takes down Calyrex. Now what does Zama do? We both have, okay, +1s. Okay. My Tailwind's gone, theirs is not. Let's see who's faster. Still yours. Good game. Good game. Whew. Slower than Ogerpon, but faster than mine. It was probably the 50-50, or they have more than 149. That's what it comes down to. But nah. And drop the special. That's fine. Slam. It's gonna take down Whimsicott. That was a good game though. That was literally like down to the wire. And if they didn't outspeed me, there was a good chance I was going to win that game. Depending, obviously. I don't know what their speed was, but my Zama stops at 149, and I don't know what everyone else does to outspeed me. So I'm going to assume that I was outsped. Otherwise, they won the 50-50. Because I think a lot of people tend to go higher than that. Let me see what Zama usually comes up with. If I go off of Pikalytics, people invest 68 points, and that is 8.475% of players. Otherwise, it's 20. If I go off of Showdown and I pick, there we go, Zama, just click this because I need to do crowned. They go 164, which puts the speed at 169. So if you go with like what Smogon does, they have 100 in HP, 4 in attack, 236 in defense, 4 in special defense, and 164 in speed, so that it gets into 169, which I believe outspeeds Ogerpon's. I know it will outspeed mine. I think mine's 162. It's 250. Yeah, 162. And with mine adamant. If I had mine at Jolly, it'd be 178. So I'd be 1 point higher than either 1 point higher or 1 point lower than Tornadus. And that's what a lot of people tend to build. This set Tornadus is not. Yeah, Tornadus full investment into speed is 179. So it would outspeed Ogerpon's this way. Ooh, okay. We've got Groudon, Calyrex, Walking Wake, Fluttermane, Rillaboom, and Chi-Yu. Lots of sun, lots of fire, and lots of taking advantage of that speed increase. I think going in with Whimsicott Calyrex right off the bat is going to be the best course of action. I think Sun could be actually really, really good in my favor in this match. So Ogerpon for sure. And I'll bring in Zama just to kind of take away from the spread moves. But I think that's what I'm going to have to focus on with. Man, I'm kind of mad that Feint took away Wide Guard. I'm glad that it does, but it's like when you don't know about that, it's such a thing that catches you off guard. I love it. It's going to make me want to carry Feint more proactively now, just because of the fact that if I can find a Pokemon that can have Feint that's really, really good, like Pokemon that I'm used to playing with, bro, I'm gonna break people's brains. I will break people's brains with that. I'm gonna see who gets Feint. Feint's really, really good. Hey, normal, please. Here we go. Encore Feint. Hitmontop. It's not a Pokemon I play with. Talonflame. That's a Pokemon I do play with occasionally. Learn by breeding. A lot of Pokemon get it by breeding. I don't want to breed anything though. Mousel gets it by... Oh, that's that. Okay, that was good. All right, Fluttermane and Groudon. Turn 1. Let's go. Okay, so we're gonna take away all of your berry use, and you're gonna turn on the Drought, which I'm okay with. Fluttermane now gets a speed boost, possibly. It does. Okay. So it gets a speed boost. We're going to go ahead and just Tailwind. And I'm going to Terastallize right off the bat and just Astral Barrage. And make them go away. Because Groudon is probably going to be Terra Fire, which is not going to really do anything. Now, you could surprise me by Terra Normal. Oh, this is going to Fluttermane? I was like, wait, what? Wait, what? Fluttermane is going to go to Fairy. I'm okay with that. Now, we don't know what the item is. It could be Sash, could not be Sash, we're not sure. But we're also going to Terastallize. Now, this is where Dark would be perfect, because anything that Fluttermane could do isn't going to do anything hardly to us at all. Now, it is also a Fairy type, which means that me being Terra Dark, if that was Dazzling Gleam or anything else, it would have done a maximum amount of damage, but I'm not sure. Okay, Astral Barrage, Terra, Ghost with the specs, spread moved, bam. That's an auto delete to that Fluttermane. I don't know what the item was, but it was not enough to save it from utter annihilation. And Groudon is almost near KO. Press Blades, double hit. And yeah, not very effective against Whimsicott, but that was a crit. Okay. And Calyrex is kind of standing still, acting like a boss. We're okay with this. Send out the next Pokemon, which is going to be Chi-Yu. Okay. So Chi-Yu is going to get Moon Blasted, and then I'm going to Astral Barrage, which isn't going to do a ton of damage to Chi-Yu, but it's most likely Scarfed. But I think I outspeed because I have Tailwind on both Pokemon, so I don't think it really is going to matter. And since they already used their Terra, it's not going to do anything. Okay, Protect on the Groudon. Which if my thing goes off, then... So the knowledge that I got when I was looking up for spread moves, that if a Pokemon protects, theoretically all this damage becomes a single target and then goes to that one Pokemon. Which almost knocks it straight out with a crit. That's your Sash target? Okay. Bye, Chi-Yu. I mean, like, Calyrex doesn't get the boost, but it doesn't really matter. It does not matter. Absolutely doesn't matter. Because that's their Calyrex. They've already used their Terra. They can't really stop me. I don't think they get anything to really help them. So I'm just going to Helping Hand and just Astral Barrage. You allowed me to get the ball rolling. I might only have a +1. But, yeah, you didn't stop the Titan. It's like I brought out the raid boss that they just kind of had to deal with like right off the bat, which is really, really hard to deal with, especially with a +1 under their belt. Jesus, absolutely devastating. All right, ladies and gents and Pokefans alike, that is going to be the end of today's video. Currently on the screen, we have Ultra Brawl Tier. We're just one battle in. It's going to take us a few more fights to be able to hit the Master Ball. And we have 3 battles wins and 3 battle losses, totaling of 6. We're finally here in season 35, and I'm excited to see what we can do with this team for the rest of the season. And like I said, we're going to be doing the Terrestrial Crescendo. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, we're going to be doing that tournament. I'm only going to do 1 fight. If you guys want to see more of that tournament, though, please let me know in the comments, because then I'll record a bunch and post it on the channel. Otherwise, I'll just have it as a short, and you guys can watch it. Either my win or my loss, it doesn't really matter. I only plan on competing once, and if you guys want to see more, just let me know. But yeah, I already have 1 fight in mind. But so we learned a little bit more about our team and what our expectations are going to be with bulkier sets coming out, which is something that I really would like to try with my team, just to kind of experiment to see what I could do with it and kind of go from there. There is a set that I would like to try with Ogerpon, specifically with Tornadus with Swagger. You switch Ogerpon to its Teal Mask form, so it gets Defiant boost. So anything in front of Urshifu, or not Urshifu, but Incineroar, Scrafty, anyone that has Intimidate automatically sets off the Defiant boost, and then you have it with the Lumberry. So the idea is to bring it in during one of the Intimidator fights and go, okay, well, you're obviously not going to bring this in. It's like, well, yes, I am. And then you have Tornadus next to it, who sets up Swagger to proc the Lumberry, but it also gets +2 in its attack. So if it's with Intimidate, it gets +3. Without Intimidate, it only gets that +2. And then you Terrasilize and it gets a +1 to speed. So essentially, right after turn 1, because you have to kind of let Fake Out do its thing, after turn 1, you pretty much have a Pokemon that has a +2 in its attack and +1 in its speed after Terrasilizing. And Horn Leech does a ton of damage. Ivy Cudgel does a ton of damage. I don't have to worry about being confused, because Lumberry will be procced, and that will make sure that I don't get confused again, or at least after that turn. And after that turn, I don't really need it to do otherwise. And then Horn Leech is going to be able to heal quite a bit. I don't really need to have Ivy Cudgel, which means I can have Stomping Tantrum, I can have Knockoff, I can have Encore. I outspeed a lot of generalized Pokemon outside of Tailwind, so I'm actually kind of excited to try that set out. I just haven't gotten all the Fresh Start Mochis to be able to reset constantly, and have to kind of wait on that. I'll probably be doing restart Mochis not this weekend, but probably, I can't next weekend because we have that one fight in the Crescendo, which actually I can't. I can compete in the Terrestrial Crescendo fight. I can compete. I just can't record it. I won't be home. I just realized I will be a few hours away from my computer, so I actually can't record any of that fight. So if you guys listened to me earlier than this, when I said, hey, let me know, I'll record some, I won't be able to. Never mind. I can't scratch that. Scratch that. I won't be home. I'm taking my mom out for a trip for her birthday, and I will not be in town the entire weekend, so I'll be out. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing that outside away from my computer, but I will at least get one fight in for sure. It'll be off camera, but I'll get my one fight. But yeah, I really want to try that set. I think it'd be really, really fun, but I want to get more fresh start mochis before I start dedicating to the bulkier team. So right now we're just gonna have fun, play a few rounds of this, and then see what we can come up with, and then we will come back and start building bulkier teams as soon as I start mapping them out to see what I can and cannot do. I'm really familiar with the team that I've got. I don't think I'll make any changes to Zama specifically. I think I'm pretty good where he's sitting at, but everyone else could definitely need get a little bit of a pick me up. So anyways, that's it. That's all that I really have. Thank you all for watching. If you made it to this point, shout outs to you. Please do me a favor by leaving a like on the video, comment down below, and subscribing. It does help the channel quite a bit, and I'm glad to be back to recording. We're gonna, again, one video a day and a short, obviously. It's going to be popping up on the thing too. But for now, that's it. All that I got. I don't really have anything else to say. Anyways, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Until then, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Peace.